Hey folks, Jason Buckner here from Automation Made Easy. Today I want to talk to you about recurring billing and how we can automate some processes around recurring billing. See, the problem that a lot of my customers have with Infusionsoft and recurring billing is there's no automatic automation when a payment goes through, number one, but there's also no automatic automation when a payment gets declined, or no automatic notification, when a payment gets declined for an Infusionsoft payment that goes through. So today I want to have a look at how we can automate some notifications and even some emails that go out depending on the product that is purchased and what we want to do as a result of that. So let's dive into Infusionsoft and have a look at how we can automate some recurring billing notifications when someone declines their payment. Okay, there's a few steps of what we're going to do inside Infusionsoft before we get to the billing automation. So what we're trying to do basically is automate around a credit card failing inside Infusionsoft and then what we can do to fix that. So what I would do first is I would set up an order form and a product for a credit card update. We've set up a $0 product so that we can get a credit card updated into our system, and then we create some systems around that. So first let's go to products in our e-commerce setup, and I'm going to add a product, credit card update in here. And I'm just going to call this the one for the video so that I know this is not my live one, this is the one that we're using for the recording. Credit card update video, okay? And so we're just going to leave the price of this product at $0, and that's all we have to do inside there at this point in time. So now what we're going to do is back to e-commerce setup, and we're going to set up an order form for the credit card update. So we go to order forms over here on the right, and in here we'll create a new one which is called credit and I'm going to put in there for the video as well, just so that I know that this is not my live one. Now in our credit card update, we're going to put in here credit card update, and I'll choose the video one, and then we click on add product. Now of course the $0 credit card update product has been added to our order form now. And so we can, set up thank you pages and do all of that sort of stuff, just like we do in any product process. And we can shrink down that logo, of course, so that our thank you page is sufficiently shrunk. And then in there we can say, thanks, contact first name. We will update your credit card shortly. We will update . So basically, and then we'll save that. So what we're doing here is we're setting up a product and an order form, which is at $0, so that our customer can go in and update their credit card details. Say their payment declines and they want to put it through on a new card, then we update their credit card details so that we can then allocate that to the particular product and the payment. So we've got our link here, and I'm just going to copy that link for the future. Actually, we'll just copy it this way for now, and we'll copy that for the future. So that's step number one, set up that $0 order. And of course, in the same process we're about to do for updating a declined credit card, we can use the same process for a credit card that's about to expire as well. Let's have a look at the declined credit card process first. So we go to e-commerce, and then we go to settings down here. And then in the settings, we're going to go to billing automation. And so in our billing automation, we're going to go here to the triggers. And the first trigger is going to be when a credit card auto charge attempt is made. Okay, so when an attempt is made, we're going to add a trigger. Now over here, we've got all of our products, and we can scroll through here and choose the product that we want to have it on within there. So there's either, this is a pay in full product, so I don't want that one. What I actually want is a subscription product in this case. This goes every 30 days for 360 days for a year. So that's the one I want, this particular product. Now, of course, if you I use this particular product and be product specific when I set these automations up, so I can be quite specific in the email that goes out to my customer. And that'll make sense in just a moment, but you can do this for all of your products if you want to do, if an auto charge decline payment went through, but I do it specific for each product. So in here we'll apply and we'll remove a tag, basically to start a mini campaign. And this tag is going to be called first decline. And of course I'm going to call it video, so I know that this is my explanation tag, and then I'm going to put it into campaign trigger, and then I'm going to create this tag. And then I'm going to save this. And so then I'm going, so we've got we apply a tag, that's the action that we want to have here, and then I save the trigger. And so basically this is just set this one up here. When an auto charge fails for the invoice contains Automation Made Easy test subs, that particular product, on the first failure, it'll apply that tag. Now, of course, what we're going to do is exactly the same thing for the second failure and the third failure. Now, Infusionsoft is automatically set up to charge someone's credit card 3 times. And so what we're going to do is and it's 3 times every second day, basically, until the payment goes through or we get to the 3 times. So I like to add a trigger for each of these 3 items. It'll all start tying in shortly. So on the second failure, if it fails on the second failure and it's on that product again, we're going to add another tag, which is going to be create a new tag in here, second. And I'll put that into my campaign trigger in there, and I'll create that tag, and then I'll save that. Okay, and I'll save this trigger. And then the third trigger, when a credit card auto charge attempt is made, we go into failure number 3, which is actually the last failure. Because we've only set it up to have 3 attempts inside my account, so it will be the last failure. The maximum retry is reached, and again we choose that product over here, and we add an action, and then down here we'll create a new tag, and that will be final failure. We'll put that into campaign trigger. You might even put that into a billing category so that you know that all of those tags are for billing. Then we save that in there, and then we save the trigger down the bottom here as well. So I've got 3 triggers set up now for these for this one. So when an auto charge fails and the invoice contains on the first failure, the second failure, and the last failure. Now we'll go into a campaign and we'll have a look at what we can do inside those campaigns. So this is for Automation Made Easy on the monthly recurring. So we'll create a new campaign. So now each of those tags that we create, billing automation, Automation Made Easy, and I'll put in there video so that I know it's for the video, and this will be a test campaign. I'll put that in. You wouldn't put it in test, of course. You would put it in a billing or an admin campaign. So first goal is going to be first failure. The second goal is going to be second failure. And then the third goal is going to be final failure. So what we're going to do in here is put in that first failure, first failure, and save that one. And then the second one we're going to do is put in here second failure, and save that one. And then the final one, so we're just allocating those tags to the goal here, is final failure. Okay, and then we'll save that one. So then we have a sequence in here, and inside this sequence is going to be remove, tag, and then send email. And so basically we're going to remove that first failure tag. Remove that one first. Because the reason why we remove that tag is because we want to make sure that if someone has another failure, another first failure later in their payment process, that they come back into this campaign. So we'll remove that tag and then we'll send an email straight away. and that will be declined. And inside here, of course, you'll go through the usual email setup process. And that will be, using one of your emails. If you've got a template, use one of those. You'll, choose who this goes from. I send it from my admin team, and I'll enter a subject, declined payment. So forth and so on. Hi, contact first name. Hi, Jason. Your payment is declined. Please click on the link below. Your payment has declined for X, Y, Z product. Now, of course, if we did this for any of the products that had declined, we could have this just, your payment has declined for a recent recurring payment purchase. Please click on the link below, but I like to be quite specific about the product. So your payment has declined for XYZ product. Please click. Well, let's please update your. Please check with your bank. And update your account for the next auto charge attempt. That will go through in 2 days. Alternatively, should you wish to update your credit card, please click here and enter your new card details. You sign off as you normally do. So the click here is the important part. What we're going to do here is we're going to go to our we're going to go to our link up here, and we're going to choose an order form, and we're going to choose the credit card update order form that we've just created and insert that. So basically what's going to happen is the customer's going to click there and update their credit card details, and if they update their credit card details, then we have to assign that to the particular product. So let's finish off that process. We have this email marked as ready, declined payment, and you might have another follow-up for the declined payment inside here as well, but I wouldn't at this point in time, and I'll explain why. So basically we'll do exactly the same in here. So I've just held down Control and clicked and dragged to copy that email across. We'll remove the second failure video inside, the second failure tag inside here, and we'll have a declined payment email. This is the second time your payment has declined for XYZ product. So forth and so on. Please click here, etc., etc. Okay, and so we mark that as ready. And then what we do here is we bring in a purchase goal, a product purchase goal, and this is basically the credit card update. So with either of these campaigns, if the customer fills out the credit card update, it's considered a purchase, but it's actually $0. So we're just getting their updated credit card details. If they fill out for a product, for a specific product purchase, then that's going to be credit card update, this case for the video, for this purpose, this training purpose. So when they've purchased that, or when they fill in their credit card details, then what we're going to do is we're going to task to update. And inside here, what we're going to do is have a task immediately for a member of your crew, and that's going to be a task that gets notified to people to say, please update the credit card details. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to update here, and I'm going to credit card update new card in. So in here I'm going to have a message for Christy, please update the customer's name, first name, last name, recent declined purchase with new credit card details. Credit CC details have been updated via the form. The order form allocate the new CC details to the current subscription. There we go. And so we have that set in there, and we'll assign this to Christy, my assistant at this point in time, and we'll mark this as critical, and we'll notify Christy inside there as well, so that Christy can be automatically notified to go in and update that credit card details. So she'll go into the subscription, and she'll find the new credit card details, and she'll assign that to the subscription, and then that's all done. Nothing else to do. And so we might have a task completed goal over here to make sure that the declined customers no longer sit in that campaign. Now the final failure will do something slightly different, and that would be inside here. This would be a task to call. Rather than putting a remove tag and then do a task to call, rather than sending an email in this part of the process, we would just set up a task like we did over here, and we'll set up a task to call that customer and get onto them straight away so that we can make sure that their payment gets updated and they continue to enjoy the longevity of the program or the continuance of the program. So that's what we need to do for our billing automation so that we can be aware of what's going on. And you might actually like to, in the first failure, create a task for yourself so you can follow up straight away via telephone. That's also okay. Whatever you choose to do in the campaign, you choose to do. But what we would do inside here is, we'll remove that tag once again for the final failure. And then we would create the task just like we created the other task. You can go through that process, and then we would have our task completed goal to move that contact out of that campaign once it's sorted, and then publish, so forth and so on. So that's applying those tags from billing automation and through into the campaign.